ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Gray, and I'm here with Coach John Olive on the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show after a cool night in Lawrence County and our eighth win.
Yes, eighth.
I was taking it one week further down the road. We'll see about that 9 next week, but played a business-like ball game.
Yep. I mean, we went over there, and our guys study video. That's one of the reasons that they play as well as they do. And we were the better football team going in. It was their homecoming. Their young men played hard, played well. For us, we didn't hit on all cylinders, but we went and did what we needed to do to get a win and come back home.
Right. So, it's I guess when you of course we had a week off last week, bye week, and kids were traveled a little bit week before that and last week, and got sort of out of that routine that we're usually in. So that's usually a hard week after the vacation.
It is, and it just depends on how you handle some things, and we chose to make it a true break from football for not quite a week, but almost a week. And so anyway, I think for the long haul, if we stay healthy and stuff, that'll pay benefits to us for giving our kids a chance just to enjoy life without having football be a part of it for those 4, 5, 6 days. And coaches as well.
Because we sometimes look at the guys and look at their play. Well, they don't play the way they play without the coaching staff. And those coaches are in this and invested in this just like the kids are. And so they're always studying for the next game. And what do we do here? What do we do here? Trying new stuff. What are we going to take away? What are we going to give them? So it's good for those minds to have a rest as well.
That is correct.
So we're just glad we went over to Lawrence County, took care of business. Cool night.
Cold. Compared to the way the temperatures had been throughout the week, that drop made it feel really cold, and by the end of the ball game, I was stiff.
Well, and I think I was listening to it on the radio, listening to Scott Chastain and Ken Keller, and they said the wind, there was quite a breeze, and it was blowing right at the Tullahoma stands.
Yeah,
so the
you most times get the northern breeze there at Lawrence County, and in fact, I asked Coach Marston last night in the pregame, I said, does it ever not have a day here when the wind's not blowing? And he says, not often. Not often. So, but we went in there and took care of business and got our 8th win. And what we'll do right now is we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of the Tullahoma Wildcats versus the Lawrence County Wildcats. No matter who won, the Wildcats were going to win. We'll be right back.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
If you're looking for a branding solution, Molly Dixon welcomes you to LogoWare, where your business, school, athletic team, nonprofit, family group, and other organizations can get your logo or message displayed with silk screening up to 10 colors and embroidery up to 15 colors on everything from caps to socks and all the inner and outer wear in between, plus backpacks, luggage, duffel bags, handbags, and purses. All work is done locally, in-house, on nationally branded product from Nike, Eddie Bauer, New Era, Carhartt, North Face, Russell Outdoors, and many more. So simply, why should you entrust the branding of your business or organization to a stranger on the internet when you can spend your money with a local business that offers competitive pricing and local professional service? For the answer to this question, Molly invites you to visit her at LogoWare, 401 South Washington Street, Tullahoma, 931-222-4103. Jeff and Jay Dameron ask you to visit the Dameron Brothers stores, the short stop on the Manchester Highway, and Brothers Local Market on Clement Drive. Both offer great food and beverages, household goods, supplies, BP fuel, and with a courteous staff and clean environment. There is a Brothers Reward program in place at both stores. Brothers Local Market also offers non-ethanol fuel and will soon have a spirit pump where a percentage of the sales will be donated to Ferris School. And don't forget the fresh baked donuts, muffins, and other bakery items. Jeff and Jay invite you to take advantage of and enjoy the products and services at their locally owned stores, where your dollars grow the local economy and support local needs. Short stop on Highway 55, Manchester Highway, Brothers Local Market at the corner of Clement Drive and Old Winchester Highway.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
What about those uniforms they had on, Coach? That's what, gold and bright or dark purple?
Gold and purple, that's their school colors.
Yeah, fancy.
Our captain last night for the coin toss is Garrett Harris, senior defensive tackle and offensive lineman, and Garrett and one of his fellow classmates, Jaquez Elliott. Both of those two guys are very, very important to the success of our team, because there's not much fall off when we have those two guys in the ball game. And last night, Jaquez, in fact, makes the key block for one of the long touchdowns. And so anyway, we wanted the football, and so we choose the football there on the coin toss. They kick it, Joe Duncan, and he steps out of bounds there at the 37-yard line. Open up with Keyshawn Cummings there, getting a big run there, running behind that offensive line. If you're a football purist, just watch the offensive line all night long. They won't win every battle, but they'll win a lot of battles. And Ryan Scott to Jacoby Thomas there.
So that's a kickoff return in 2 plays.
Yes. We're going to score in 4 plays, if I remember right. Ryan's rolling to his right, and he's on a hit Jacoby there, coming all the way underneath the field. And then on the next play here, Ryan Scott's going to keep it on the option. This is called a quarterback power option. And he's reading that in there to pitch it or to keep it. And The linemen block it for him to keep it. The wide receivers block it for the pitch man to get it.
Yeah.
And it's a good little play. And if you watch Clemson play very much, you'll see them run that play over and over.
And after looking at film on us, if you see Jacoby headed out that way, you're going to go out there.
You just read the end. And if the end sits, you pitch it. If the end flies upfield to take your pitch man away, then the quarterback keeps it and follows that offensive lineman.
The weapon.
Justice gets that one in the end zone. He didn't get all of them in the end zone last night. A colder ball and
Yeah. That thing's like kicking a brick.
so. But the good news is that I think we got them twice inside the 20-yard line
Right.
with them trying to return it. So actually turned out better for us. They're opening up here. They've got a little bit of a, see the two wings there together? Mm-hmm. They're doing a couple of items here that, are creating a little bit of a mismatch as far as the numbers go. And so we'll have to make a little bit of adjustments here and get people looking and reading things a little better. And all night long, I felt like we'd been a little bit on the defensive side of the ball, and then we'd figure out, okay, this is what they're doing, and once we did that, then we could normally get the ball back.
That's a pretty good sized kid right there. They have a couple of big old boys in the line, don't they?
Short, squatty bodies.
Yep.
Good job there by Seth. And that quarterback is a really, really good athlete. That shows you the speed of number 9 right there, Seth Cullum. He and 43 can both close on the football really rapidly. That closing really rapidly right there was number 27, Justin Scott. And again, Justin Scott comes flying around as he was secondary contained, and then our defensive tackle there, Caden Bradford, gets off his blockers and makes the sack.
Whoa. How did we not block that?
Just couldn't quite get the right angle, and had a decent return here by Jacoby, and we don't get called for a block in the back there, and judgment call that just sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't.
Right.
And good play there by 99. I'm telling you, he's a good football player. He was the guy that really impressed me last night. He'll make the play again here. He doesn't make the tackle, but he blows the play up. And the young man played hard all night long. So 3rd and forever, and trying to hit Jacob Dixon there. And so anyway, we got to punt the ball back to him. At that point in time, they don't get the ball around the 50-yard line, if I remember right. And in fact, on our side of the 50, and I'm sitting there thinking that first drive may have been so easy that it got us into a mindset of, hey, this is gonna be easy. This is gonna be something we can just roll, and it's not. Good job there by Caden Tucker getting out there, and we made the tackle, but they called us for a low block because our 160-pound corner came up and took on their 260-pound blocker and took him low, and so in high school football you can't do that. So we ended up
So the
giving them
defense can get called for a cut block?
Yes. You don't see it happen very often, but they can call it.
Well.
And they did. So we were not,
Look at them flying around. White jerseys flying everywhere. Owen Stroop had a great ball game last night.
He did. And, we got hurt there early in the game, and
he was involved. Look at there.
Surprised that he was able to continue playing, to be honest with you, when I watched the replay, because he's already gotten hurt. He had to come out for 3 plays, and then he's on play a really good football game. Justin Scott applying the pressure. They had a screen on to the wide receiver there, and Justin Scott made him throw it so fast that the linemen weren't even close to getting out there. And they missed the 30-yard field goal, and so offense takes back over. And here goes Keyshawn, and he's punishing people. I think Keyshawn rushed for 135 yards last night and 2 touchdowns. Ryan Scott keeps it on the same play, picks up about 5.
Number 22 got blocked 3 times.
So we've got 2nd and 5. And look at him. I mean, that's punishing. If you're going to tackle him, you're going to pay a price.
You better bring your lunch.
You're going to pay a price for it. They get him sometimes there at the line of scrimmage, but for the most part, he was falling forward.
Yeah, once he starts going downhill, he's a load.
Ryan Scott keeps it there and
Good
picks
job.
up the first down. And that's another version of the quarterback power. Same one that we used that he scored on there, just running it a little bit differently that time. But for 7-0, we've avoided a situation where they had a chance to score. We've now moved the ball back down to the other end of the field, and we're feeling pretty good that we're getting ready to take charge of the game.
Well, like I said, as you watch this game unfold, it's a business type arrangement tonight, last night in the way that game was played, and and we do take care of business. One business thing we need to take care of is I want you to realize that the 3rd annual Run, Walk, and Ruck is taking place November the 7th. That's for the Eli Grove Foundation, and that will be at the field at the high school. Starts at 10 a.m. Kids Dash at 9:30, and then there's also a kids and adults walk that starts at 9:40 a.m. It's a fundraiser for the Legacy
Foundation.
Thank you for finding that word for me.
You're welcome.
All I could think of was endowment, and to fulfill Eli's dream to build a facility at the high school for sports. And be sure you come to that, and realize also that over behind the Coker building, the old Coca-Cola plant here on Wilson Avenue, that the Legacy Creamery is open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening to sell that great gelato. And henceforth, we've got the T-shirts and logos and stuff on the stage, and everything that's sold there, all that money also goes toward the foundation for the construction of that facility. And then we'll take a quick commercial break and be back with the second quarter.
Hey folks, Marty Scott here, Hometown Auto Sales. Been doing business in Tullahoma for 32 years. A lot of you know me. We've had the car lot for about 15 years now. You probably didn't know we've had a body shop for 12 years. Most of the time, friends, family, other car dealers is all that we cater to. Well, now we're going to expand a little bit. We've got a new frame machine, we've got some new equipment. We're going to be opening up for the public to be able to suit your needs the same way as we did through the years. We're over here on 513 East Carroll. So folks, y'all come out and see me. We've got Connor Austell here, will take care of you in the front. Then we got Chris Tinsley over here, take care of you in the back, and I'll do all your frame straightening and anything that you need. So folks, y'all come out and see me. Telephone number is 455-4733. Look forward to serving you. And as always, we give a little special deal to the vets and the seniors. Y'all have a good day.
Here in Tullahoma, we're very fortunate to have Builders Plumbing and Electric to serve all of our plumbing and electric needs.
Come see us while we have a short break at Builders Plumbing and Electric.
We're also fortunate to have Builder Supply, where we can get all the lumber to do any project we have around the house.
Come see us at Builder Supply.
Dr. Colin Bills, board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine-trained physician of Tenova Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is on the THS sidelines to support the athletes. When orthopedic care is needed, whether by a student-athlete or a weekend warrior, Dr. Colin Bills is available to you. He's accepting new patients at his Jackson Medical Plaza office just down the street from Tullahoma High School. Special precautions are in place at the hospital and his clinic office to keep you safe from COVID-19. Go Wildcats!
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, 3rd down 2. We've rolling. We've moved from the 20 to their 41, and they're doing a submarine on us and stop us up, and the linebacker field, and we don't get the first down.
And number 99 standing right over top of all of it.
So we'll play field position, so we'll punt the ball. And can't quite get down there in time to keep it out of the end zone, so they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What was that 4th for us, John? 4th and 3, probably?
Yeah, long 2.
Long 3.
Long 2.
Long 2.
Short 3, long 2.
Yeah.
They're going to move the ball right here. They opened up right there with a smash route and complete it for the first down.
Good job.
Caden Tucker on the tackle there, and we're sitting in pretty good shape. Logan Crouch and company there, Justin Scott on the tackle. And they're on sprint left right here. And it's incomplete, so we've got them held to a 4th down. They got to give the ball right back to us and see if we can't come back down through there again. Jacoby misses it on the first bounce and had to run back and get it. We really thought we had a shot at returning one against them, or blocking one, but we weren't able to do either one. Pick up about 7 there on a quick pass screen there to Jacoby. Now we're going to throw another screen out here to Jacob Dixon.
Good job.
Jacob picks up about 20 or 22 or so.
Have a penalty?
Not on that one.
We had a couple of penalties on some good plays.
We had one other screen that we ran that we had about the same gain as that one that got called back. Do a good job of picking the blitz up there, and Ryan escapes and comes out of there, and there's no linebackers waiting on him because they've both blitzed right past him. So picks up a big first down. There's your power again, and the kids will give him a hard time right there that Casper got him.
You know, people talk about our running game. A lot of times you'll forget how much yardage our quarterback gets.
Yes. You know, you got Jackson Sheffield, you got Jacoby, you got Keyshawn, and then you have Ryan. There's 4 of them back there, and then, you know, from time to time we bring Dixon back through there.
Right.
And really the little screen pass that we run with Jacob a lot is nothing more than a long pitch out. And Joe Duncan does a great job of blocking for Jacob. And, you know, that may be the best that Ryan Scott, whenever he pulls it down and just takes off with it, because there's so many times that I think that he doesn't panic when the pressure is on and they're forcing him. I think he does a great job at buying extra time to find a receiver, and he actually is getting better at pulling it down and taking off running with it. Good blocking by Brody Melton there and by Joe Duncan. We get it down to around the 1 or so, and we'll put in the heavy set here, the Tank Life guys, and I don't believe there's anybody on the field from our side less than 200 pounds out there in that grouping.
Wow.
They enjoy that.
I remember last night one of the plays Chastain said we have a ton out there, and he said literally we have a ton.
Yeah. I mean, it's made up of all linemen, and I think the only 2 backs that are out there are Hunter Parker and Keyshawn, and that's it. The rest of them are all linemen, either offensive or defensive linemen.
Oh, me.
So they have fun. When they hear that being called out, you'll hear them start screaming and yelling as they leave the sideline.
I love it.
We don't get the ball to the end zone, and young man, I guess that was their best kickoff return right there. He gets it out to about the 26 or 27 yard line. They go to where there's 4 guys standing out here.
Ooh.
And so anyway, you saw a little bit of confusion by us. Here they're doing it again. So you got a lineman out there and 3 wide receivers. And now they're going to try to run it back the other way, and Justin Scott, Jalen Newsom there on the tackle. 3rd and long. And we're getting pretty good pressure on him. Quarterback does a good job of getting the ball and completing it there. They try another wide receiver screen and not able to pick up the first down. And again, we get a good return. And so we've got good field position. Got a chance to score right here before the end of the half. And take a shot there to Jacob Dixon, and pass interference is called. And then they mismark it, so they have to back us back up here. And so now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 37. And Ryan, I don't know how he gets that one in there, but he gets it to Jacoby.
Wow. What a catch.
Yeah, it was good play by both of them. And picks up another 1st down. We're down to about a minute left in the game. And good play by their kid, number 22 there. That's just good play. I thought we had a touchdown, and young man just made a great play. Keyshawn, we thought we could maybe sneak him through. We're down to 1 timeout now, and so it's 3rd and about 6, 7. And we're going to roll Ryan out. He's going to decide to pull it down, and, number 99 just made a good play there, and the young man took a knee to pick the football up. If he doesn't go down on one knee to pick up the football, they get a touchdown right there, and it would have been a 14-7 game at halftime. But as it is, he took a knee to get the football off the ground, and when he did that, it's going to leave it with us in the lead, 14-0. And so, we're going to go make some adjustments a little bit, not a whole lot. The 4 men standing out there by themselves, polecat, I think is what Steve Spurrier used to call it.
Polecat.
We'll make some adjustments for that, because there's a couple of things that they can do out of that we're not ready for. So we'll talk about that. Offensively, we're moving the ball. We just haven't scored, right. and we need when we get the ball back, that's one of our goals, is to go score on that first drive of the second half.
And the defense is methodically taking care of business.
They are. Like I said, we've given up some yards, but they had that one time they were down there deep in our territory that was a threat to us, and outside of that, but we know that all it takes is one big play, like that fumble.
Right.
If the young man, as he's picking it up, had stayed on his feet, that's a touchdown.
Right.
And they're right back in the game. So for us, it's very important. During our halftime, we talked about, we need to get another score before they do. Let's get up by 3 scores.
Right.
And then you got a little bit of breathing room.
And that goose egg on the board works good for us both ways. It's good for us to see it and bad for them to see it and not be able to do anything about it.
Right.
So speaking about a goose egg and looking at a 0, look right there at that donut. Isn't that a pretty thing right there? You can look right there, and it's play spy through it. You can wear it as a Halloween mask, get 2 of them, whatever you want. But I'll tell you what, the best thing to do with this right here is to eat it. And the place you can get it is at the Donut Palace right across the street from Tullahoma High School. You go in there every day. They've got donuts, pigs in a blanket. They've got donuts filled with cream. They've got donuts filled with fruit. It's just incredible what all they have in there. They've been serving our community for years and been supporting the John Ollie 5th Quarter Show as our donut sponsor for as long as I can remember. So stop by the Donut Palace and see them and get one of these. Looks like a wagon wheel. Rock me, baby, like a wagon wheel at the Donut Palace. Or you can go downtown to the Sundrop shop and thank the folks down there at Sundrop for being our water sponsor for the John Ollie 5th Quarter Show with this Deja Blue. Has all the good stuff in it to make you feel better, make you hydrate quicker, rehydrate quicker, and it's just good. That's all. Thank you, Sundrop, for this. And with those 2 remarks, we'll go to a commercial break and be back with whatever we're going to do next.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, folks, we're back, and Coach, we're just sitting here talking about different things and how we're going to go forward into the rest of the season. We've got Nolensville next week, and then after that we have Maplewood that are coming home. We have 2 home games. And we'll talk about the Nolensville game here in a little while. But just a broad stroke. You know, if we keep playing the type of ball we're playing and we keep winning, we could go pretty deep in the playoffs this year.
If we keep winning, we'd go a long ways.
Yeah. All it takes is one loss. After we're in the playoffs now, right?
We qualified last night for the playoffs, so we're in the playoffs. This coming Friday, we play Nolensville. If we beat Nolensville, we're the region champs.
Right.
All right. If we lose to Nolensville, then we'll have to wait until they play Marshall County, which is the next week. And that will determine whether we're first, second, or third, as all 3 of us could end up having beaten each other.
Okay.
All right. The scenario I like most is the one where we beat Nolensville.
Well, of course.
And we're region champs. That would give us another thing to check off our list of things that we wanted to be able to do this year. But we also would mean that we are at home in the first round of the playoffs.
Right.
If we win the first round, we're at home second round of the playoffs. Third round of the playoffs, we actually have to go to the other region, Region 3. We have to go to their region champion if they're still in the playoffs. But if one of our region has already beaten their region champion, then we would host the quarterfinal game. And then the semifinals this year are to be held on our side of the state. So if we're still winning, which we like that scenario, we would host the semifinal game as well. So there is a possibility that we could play the next 6 weeks every Friday night at home at Wilkins Stadium.
How great would that be?
That'd be awesome. We'd all be really excited.
Well, and because of the way this season's been, you know, there's expense to doing this no matter how many folks are in the stands. You've got to turn the lights on. You've got to have janitorial people there. The facility has to be clean. Everything has to be upkept. And we've not been able to put but a third of the people in the stands who probably would be in the stands. That will go forward even during the playoffs. I don't think they'll be changing the rules for the playoffs.
In fact, it may get a little tighter. We had to turn our numbers in for what our stadium capacity is. We had to turn in what we have limited our seating to. I think that not this week, but the following week is when we will get an email telling us how many people we are going to be allowed to be in the stadium.
And I'm sure there'll be somebody there counting too.
Well, you never know. We already have received the state championship information from the standpoint of number of people that are going to be allowed to be at Tucker Stadium in Cookeville, their own Tennessee Tech's campus. They released that. They released the number of coaching passes that they're going to allow in and the number of TSSAA passes. So, and they have released media regulations for the entire playoffs. So all that is coming, and it's just, as a athletic director and so forth, we have tried to group people together in the stadium so that if I test positive, I know who I was sitting with.
Right.
I can contact them. And strict regulation would be that everybody sits 6 feet apart. Well, when you do that, you're not going to get very many people in any facility. You go to Neyland Stadium, and if they had to do it individually, 6 people apart, you probably can't get any more than 8,000 or 9,000 people in that stadium.
Right.
Versus I think they're allowing 24,000 or 25,000 in there because you get to sit in groups, family groups or
whatever. And that's
whatever.
100,000 seat stadium.
Right. So it's just easy for you to get a comparison there of what it's like. So we don't know, but
well, and the last thing they want to happen is to have a school have to drop out because of COVID during the playoffs.
Right, and that's always out there, and that's everybody's biggest fear. You know, I was talking to Coach Marston before the ball game, and he said, you know, right now we're healthy, but we've had to play Marshall County and you guys. And he says next week, he told me who he had the last 2 ball games, and his last ball game of the year is against Spring Hill. The winner of that game will get in the playoffs. And he said, I'm going to be really mad if COVID hits us and I don't get to play these last 2 games, which I got a chance to win, while I'm getting my brains beat out. And I said, I understand. That's our biggest fear, is that we'll have things rolling along and all of a sudden we get struck by it and you just knocked out. Your season comes to an end. So it's happened already in some of the other sports where, you know, and it's the distance, you know, being within 6 feet of a person for 15 minutes. That's the thing, that's the contact tracing. And that's the reason Florida couldn't play LSU today. It's not the number of positive cases they have. It's everybody that gets quarantined because they were within that 6 feet for 15 minutes. And that's the tough, that's the tough part about this.
That's the tough part. And like you had said earlier, it's better for a football team, for a kid or a coach to have it than it is to think you might have it and be quarantined for that.
Being quarantined because you were contact traced.
Right. 10 days after
you actually get to come back quicker as long as, you know, it runs a normal thing with you. And obviously, we know people in our community that it's not normal. I mean, nobody knows how your body's going to react to it.
That's true.
And so that's the reason that we do the tracing.
Right.
It's because it's that way, is take care of everybody. So
well, we hope all.
It is what it is. It's 2020.
We hope everybody stays well, and we hope to be able to work it out, because we don't know whether we'll be able to work it out if we go into the playoffs to even be able to do this show.
Right.
So we're waiting on a whole lot of instruction. Of course, the TSSAAs want to make all the money they can make, and because their pockets have been stripped this year too, just like everybody else's has. So we'll see. It's a weird year, 2020. Please go away and bring 2021. It'll be so much better. We'll be right back with the third quarter.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Third quarter, we're kicking off to him.
Justice kicks it deep, and I think he gets it out to the 23-yard line, if I remember right.
I think he kicked that one to about the 3 or the 2 or something like that.
They were all down there right at the goal line. It was just a matter of whether they crossed that line or not.
Yeah, it's the kick a brick contest is what it is.
Good job there, Tyreek Nard. Owen Stroop on the tackle.
Great year.
He has. Tyreek has played really, really well.
Both of our defensive ends have played great. Look
And
here.
there's Justin Scott putting the heat on, and that's Seth Cullum and Tyreek Nard chasing him down from behind.
From the other side. I mean,
third and long.
Look at it.
Getting good pressure put on him, but good play by them. Not a very good play by us. We shouldn't have bitten on a double move at a third and long situation. And Owen Stroop picks off the pass. So after them making a big play, our defense comes back and makes a big play.
You were talking
and
earlier.
This is the one where they called us for holding there.
You talking earlier about Owen being hurt and staying out 2 or 3 plays and then coming back in and have a good game. Would you want to go to that Stroop dinner table on Sunday after you got hurt a little bit and didn't play anymore? No. I don't believe I would.
No.
What a great football family for Tullahoma, the Stroop family.
First down and forever, and we get 12 of it back. I really dislike the holding call in high school, the way the penalty is administered. All the other levels of football, if you're holding behind the line of scrimmage, it goes back and it's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. In high school football, it's a 10-yard penalty from the point of where the holding takes place behind the line of scrimmage. So you end up with wherever the holding took place and then put 10 yards on it. And you know, and I've complained about it more vocally for the last 2 years with the head of our rules committee in Tennessee that represents our state on the national committee, that I can get a personal foul and get penalized 15 yards. I can get a holding call and it be a 19, 20, 21-yard penalty. And it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Now, is that a rule nationally or just in Tennessee?
That's a national high school football rule that needs to be changed. We ended up right there getting a first down to Joe Duncan while I was rambling and talking. And then we get a big sack as they blitz and get Ryan Scott for a big sack. And now we come back and we throw the swing screen to Jacoby Thomas, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. And
was that 60 some odd yards, something like that?
Yes, it was close to 70. It was like, I guess 66, 67, someplace in there. So anyway, Justice comes on with DJ Dillahay holding and Reagan Tomlin doing the deep snapping, and they got a penalty there on the touchdown, a dead ball foul. We took it on the kickoff, so we put it in the end zone to make them start at the 20-yard line. And they come out running the box.
Good play.
It may be the Notre Dame box or whatever. I'm not sure. That predates me. But they're running a single wing box offense here, and that first guy right there, closest to the center, is the guy you got to follow. He takes you to the ball, and you can see that the ball's following him. I can't see his number right there. If I could see his number, I'd give you his number. But he's closest to the line of scrimmage and closest to the center. He's a big dude. Watch his helmet. That's where the ball's going. Number 11 takes you to the football. But you've got to figure it out, and it's one thing to sit and tell your players that.
Right.
But it's another thing to actually do it in live action. But watch him. See where he's going? Where's football coming? It's going right where he goes. And we eventually get adjusted. I mean, that we've seen them run this before over the years, so we did at least look at it in practice. He's the closest guy here. Watch where he goes. There he goes. It's a pass. You can tell he's not going anywhere. And great play there by Adam Owens. Knocks that ball away. So now it's 3rd and long, and they'll break out, and now they're back to more of a wing twin set. And Tyreek's putting pressure on him. And we've got good coverage. 4th down. And this time, if I remember right, he punts it out of bounds.
With Jacoby back there, that's what I'd want to do.
Well, that's what the coach told me. He said he calls him number 2. He says, "You're number 2." He says, "He don't be back deep tonight?" And I said, "Yes, he'll be back deep." And he says, "Well, you better tell him just stand out of bounds, because that's where he's going to catch the ball." Jackson Sheffield carrying the football there. And there's the quarterback power there, and number 99 actually took both that time. He took the pitch and the quarterback. Not very good execution by us. We ought to be able to stretch him a little bit more than that. And we come back here, and we're going to try to hit Brody Melton, and tight window, and can't bring it in. So we'll have to punt the ball back to him. We were missing somebody, and I think Coach Goodman grabbed Jacoby and told him just go line up and go cover the punt. And now you're wondering what they're going to come out in this time. Now they're back to their double wings over here, and here comes 2 guards along with them, and we just don't do a very good job of tackling.
Well, had him
twice. And Will Parton makes the tackle, and the ball carrier gets called for face mask, and so the ball backs up, so it's 1st and 7.
He was trying to pull a Derrick Henry.
So they pick up 1st down there, the quarterback running their version of the quarterback power. And, just got to knock him backwards. Can't throw him forward. Tydrell Mitchell there was the main tackle. But it's a 2nd down, and they're going to try a reverse pass here, and I really can't tell you who he's trying to throw to. Tight end's blocking us, and that looked like to me who he was trying to throw it to. So
was he a left-handed kid, or was he a right-handed kid?
He was a left-handed kid.
Having to throw it left-handed, because that.
No, he was a left-handed kid.
It looked like he hadn't thrown many of them.
We watched him against Nolensville. He had thrown one against Nolensville on a double pass. And good play right here. Bang. Seth Cullum, 4th down, big stop.
That's my boy right there.
And
see the way he patted the other guy on the back?
Yeah.
That's what this game's all about.
So we open up with the football here, and Ryan tries to hit Jacoby, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And so we're up 21-0. We're in control of the game. Not playing super well, but Lawrence County's playing hard. And one of the things that I was talking with a younger coach, I don't know, several weeks ago, and I said, So one of the hardest things to get people to understand is how hard it is to win a game. And that until your players learn how hard it is to win a game, that's just a hump you got to get over if you're ever going to have success. And so anyway, this group right here, they know how to win a game. They don't always play at a real high level, but they do know how much effort that it takes during the week as well as on Friday night to win a game. And so anyway, we're up 21-0, getting ready to go in the fourth quarter.
That's good. That's good stuff. And it's like I say, it's a business event. We'll be right back after this business we've got to take care of with our sponsors.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas, and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays, there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts, and come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Time out and say, well, tell me about your week, about your day. Sorry about that. We are back, and Keyshawn Cummings will take it to the house on the first play of the fourth quarter.
And that young man's going to be with us next year as well. Hallelujah. Amen.
Keyshawn is getting better and better as we go through the season, and I think he's feeling a lot more at home here.
He's from Oklahoma?
Well, Keyshawn's originally from our area, but they moved out to Oklahoma for the last 8 or 9 years. And we're glad they decided to come back to Tennessee. Didn't need to be an Okie.
No.
Great job, Jackson Sheffield. Got him at the 17-yard line.
That kid can just about do anything, can't he?
Jackson's a very good football player and has played a lot of football for us this year. Never did get him really on track last night. That is Tyreek Nard chasing the quarterback down from behind. And Jalen Newsom chasing the quarterback now, and he gets away from us, but we'll close on him.
Block.
And Owen Stroop kind of gets blindsided there.
Right there.
And sometimes you get away with those, and sometimes you don't. And Owen Stroop intercepts his second pass of the game.
Yeah, I'll show y'all.
That was a great break on the ball there. So we take over. Obviously, great field position. We need to punch it in one more time. Jackson running hard right there. Picks up about 4. And we'll come back right here and try to run Jackson there again, and we got him down almost to a first down. We got a 3rd down short coming up. And they take time out as we gave them a little bit different look here. And
dang, if he didn't,
I really felt like they blew that a little quick. But anyway, part of life. And so Justice Chadwick will come on and kick the field goal and make it 31-0, 8.5 minutes to go.
You know, everything he kicks is just right down the gut.
I'm not saying a word because I'm not jinxing him. Find a piece of wood to knock on. A great job right there. Adam Owens gets them down at the 15-yard line. That is a great job by our kickoff team. Coach Goodman, I know, is proud of them. They get a quick screen out there and pick up the first down. Caden Tucker on the tackle. Makes it 2nd down and about 7. And I can't tell you who was the first one down in his legs. It may have been Seth Cullum there.
Seth, he's there every time. Just about.
There was a group of them there, but somebody went low, and that's who I would give credit for making that tackle. And then we got the quarterback on the run again, and good job there by the defense. 3 and out.
Whoever that was closing on him was closing fast.
Yeah, that's the best part about us is that we can definitely close quickly.
Just glide.
And we get a block in the back, so it'll come back. And
it's beautiful to watch, though.
Yep. I believe that was Brandon Painter. DJ Dillahay's at quarterback now.
You know, most of the time, those blocks in the back, those kids don't even need to try that block because he's already gone by anyway.
Definitely on that one he had. We're going to roll it out here, and DJ puts it deep there, and good coverage. Just, you know, really trying to pick up a first down. So we'll punt it back to them. I think we probably punted more last night in this game than we have any game all year long.
Or all of them.
Yeah, he only had 5 punts coming into the night. Hunter Parks.
Look at there. Ooh.
Jackson Sheffield on the tackle.
Smash mouth football.
Good job by Hunter. And there's a host of Wildcats there. A lot of backups. All backups probably in there playing right now. It's good to see them get on the field and play hard. And they're going to get this ball back for us, Jackson Sheffield.
Hey, he's a pretty good defensive player as well.
He's a very good defensive player.
He reads very well.
And I believe that was Colton Proctor that ends up with the football right there. Connor Parton at quarterback now. And this is Hunter Parks running hard with the football. Come back, and good surge by that offensive line. That was good to see those guys surge right there. And that is Colby Tucker, freshman running with the football right there.
74 is a big boy.
And that'll be the last play of the game as Colby Tucker ends up picking up the first down and ball games come to an end. We've gone over to Lawrence County, done what we needed to do, and that's come back with a W. And you know, did we play our best? No, but did we play well enough? Yes. It was a very business-like trip, business-like game. Not a lot of emotion.
No.
Just
business.
Taking care of business. This is a job, and let's go do it.
And, you know, think about how many teams out there would love to have scored 31 points.
Right.
Or love to have looked and seen a goose egg on the other side of the board. And here we've got both of them, well, over 30 points and another goose egg. How many goose eggs have we had this year?
Well, we got one for a COVID win. 1-0. The others have scored. Now, our first defense, if we just went first defense alone, we have
pretty
shut
much
out a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
We would have shut out Marshall, and I mean, there's others that we could have
done that too.
But we chose to let others play.
Too.
I don't know about being a nice guy. I think it has to do with trying to build for next year.
Build for next year, that's right.
The following year. And
my wife asked me last night, my cheerleader wife, you should have seen her. She was doing cheers. She started doing the victory cheer in the second quarter, and I said, no, honey, wait just a little bit longer. But she said, it was talking about the extra point. She said, they do that so good. It snapped and it's the DJ gets the hole just right, and Chadwick kicks it perfect right through the middle. She said, how did they do that? And I said, same way you played the right notes in the band. How'd you do that? I practiced. I said, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again until it's right. And they do a great job.
Yeah,
they do a great job. Now, Nolensville, what are those boys, what are they doing? What do they have?
They were one of the preseason teams that were picked to be in the top with us. Us, Marshall County, and Nolensville were supposed to battle out for the region championship. It's playing out that way. Marshall, we're the only team to have beaten them. They're rolling along pretty well, and Nolensville is undefeated in the region just like we are. They haven't played as many games because they got hit by COVID. We were supposed to play this game on October the 2nd, and we're not able to do so. So we had an option. We could have sat there and said, all right, you got to give us a COVID forfeit. And they asked, though, that would we consider moving this game to the 23rd, which meant that they had to break a contract with Franklin, which was a home game for them. We had to break a contract with Giles County. So I called Coach O'Connor at Giles County, and he said he would talk to his principal, Don Thomas, and get back to me, which he did, and they were willing to let us out of the contract. It saves them a trip coming to us, and he says, Coach, I've watched your Marshall County tape. Says, you've got a really good football team, and I've got a really young football team, and we wouldn't do much good for you guys to help you all get any better.
What a great way to be.
And he said, we'll let y'all out of the contract, because if you're not let out of the contract, you either have to play them or you have to pay them $5,000. Well, we weren't going to pay any $5,000. We played Giles County and tell Nolensville, you're giving us a 1-0 forfeit because we can't get out of a contract.
Right.
But as it is, we got out of our contract, they got out of their contract. We felt like it was the fair thing to do, to give Nolensville the opportunity to play a region game.
Sure.
If it had been a non-region game, you probably would not have worked so hard to try to make that happen. But with it being a region game and knowing that they were one of the ones that we were going to be competing against for the region title, we agreed to do it. So we've moved the game to this coming Friday. It's going to be held at Wilkins Stadium, and we look forward to having them come and play us on Dub Cooper Field.
Well, and the thing about it is, we're going forward into this deal. If you can't be the best unless you beat the best. And so you might as well go ahead and play these guys, because you're going to play them anyway down the road somewhere. Learn a little bit, find out a little bit something, and and if you end up beating them pretty good, then guess what? It makes it easier looking to the future.
It was just the right thing to do.
Sure,
if the shoe had been on the other foot, we would have been requesting the same, looking at the other schedule, and you just try to do the best you can. Spring Hill, on the other hand, they released us to go find another game. They said, and they originally talked to us about trying to maybe make it up on October the 9th, but that was not going to work for us because we already had young men whose families had already made reservations. As we had already told our young men going all the way back into last spring that they would get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off and not have to be back till late Thursday afternoon. And so a lot of families had already made plans. And
coaches.
There were a few coaches, I think, that got to go out of town. And so anyway, we just felt like in the Spring Hill situation, they finally said, well, y'all just go find somebody else. And that's when we tried to play beach.
Right.
And so anyway, Nolensville, though, good football team. They're led by a quarterback named Gilardi. I have a hard time pronouncing his name, but he's a really good football player. Probably the best returning quarterback in our region from last year. They've got a running back, can't think of his name right now, but he's a sophomore, played against us last year as a freshman. Good-looking young man, Sampson, I think his name. So, it's going to be interesting. It'll be a good ball game. I hope the weather will be great, and we hope that you'll come and be one of those 1,946 people that are allowed in our stadium this coming Friday night. And I will say this, I've already been notified that we're up for the Game of the Week, which is a Titans Foundation program. We can earn money for our school and Nolensville, for that matter, if we are chosen as the Titans Game of the Week for the state of Tennessee. Us in Marshall County were in that last a few weeks ago as well. And we got beat out by Brentwood Academy and whoever they were playing, Macaulay or somebody. But I'm just telling you this ahead of time that you can go online and vote for Tullahoma. I think you can vote one time a day, and it just brings a little extra money to our high school.
That's great.
And it's great that we're playing in a ball game that's recognized by the Titan Foundation as one of the top ball games across the state this week.
You know who I miss, John, and who I wish we could have coming to our games is, Rudy Kalis did a great job of coming and come to our ball games and servicing. I feel like it was a service to us and our community. You know, Channel 4 had done that all the way back with Bob Couch, sharing film with him throughout the years. And it was always great to see that helicopter show up and see Rudy and his daughter get out of it. And I doubt Rudy sees this show, but if he ever sees it, you see this one, Rudy, we miss you, buddy. And, you know, with all that said, we've got to look forward to a real competitive football game next week. This coming week, Nolensville sort of showed up, built a new school. First year they only had, they didn't even have any seniors and had a winning football team. They've played well ever since that school's been open. It's going to be a contest for the Tullahoma Wildcat football team and family, but it has great, the potential of winning that game has great results down the line. So we need your support, need you to be out there, be safe, be smart, and go Wildcats. We'll see you next time.